UK government allocates humanitarian and medical aid to Ukraine. The United Kingdom has committed £45 million in relief assistance for the most vulnerable people, particularly women and children in Ukraine and in neighboring areas. Of the total amount, the United Nations Ukraine Humanitarian Fund and the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, or UNICEF, will each receive £15 million. The money will also be used for critical needs, mental health care, and access to safe water. Further, vital food and medical supplies, including about 380,000 packages of medicine and wound care packs to treat 220,000 patients, will be delivered. This latest funding completes the UK's commitment of £220 million to governments and partners to support Ukraine and the adjacent regions. The United Kingdom is a laureate of the Shining World Leadership for Caring Award, Shining World Wise Leadership Award, and Shining World Leadership Awards for Protection, Animal Protection, and Kindness. Our appreciation, the government of the United Kingdom and all humanitarian organizations, for your praiseworthy collaborative effort. May the God-loving people of Ukraine soon regain their beloved homeland and live in peace forever in divine grace.
United Nations report predicts 700 million people may become climate refugees. A new paper by the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification, or UNCCD, has predicted that without further action, 700 million people could be displaced by water shortages by 2030. The report also stated that there has been a 29% rise in the number and duration of droughts since the year 2000. Furthermore, 650,000 lives have been lost to drought between 1970 and 2019. Urgent recommendations by the UNCCD to improve the situation include adopting plant-based diets and stopping meat consumption, land restoration initiatives, and governments being proactive in managing water insufficiency. Thank you, United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification, for highlighting the vegan solution to the environmental disasters we face. In the upliftment of the Providence, may the governments of the world immediately enact vegan law to ensure the survival of our planet and all beings that reside here.
World's longest suspension footbridge now open to public. Situated in the Dolní Morava mountain resort in the Czech Republic, the over 721-meter-long Sky Bridge 721 joins two mountain ridges and is positioned at a height of 95 to 1,135 meters above sea level. Construction of the bridge cost approximately $8.3 million and took over 2 years to complete. The suspension ropes had to be imported from Italy, and the process encountered legal and logistical barriers due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The structure has giant 11-meter-high pylons to anchor the steel ropes that form the foundation of the bridge. By comparison, it is 154 meters longer than the current Guinness World Record holder, the 567-meter Bagelong Parbat footbridge in Nepal. What a remarkable achievement! May more marvels such as this continue to highlight Mother Nature's beauty in celestial glory.
Ghana receives financial support from Switzerland and African Development Bank, or AFDB, to enhance energy access. The $85 million plus mini-grid and solar photovoltaic net metering project will benefit households, schools, health centers, and communities across the Volta Lake and northern regions of the country by bringing sustainable and affordable electricity. The government of Ghana will provide $16 million of the project funding, and Switzerland will furnish $14 million, with AFDB contributing the balance via a grant agreement. The resources will allow the installation of 35 mini-grids and up to 12,000 units of roof-mounted solar power systems. Our gratitude, Switzerland and African Development Bank, for your generous support in providing sustainable green energy for the steadfast people of Ghana. May all Ghanaians soon be able to access electricity in the goodness of the divine.
Calm and quick learning passenger brings plane to safe landing in Florida, United States. When the pilot of a small single-engine airplane became unconscious, passenger Darren Harrison, who had no flying experience, took over. He reached out to air traffic control for help and received step-by-step instructions from air traffic controller Robert Morgan, enabling Mr. Harrison to successfully land the small aircraft. The original pilot was taken to a hospital in a very serious condition, underwent surgery, and is recovering at home, which was described by a doctor as a miracle. When asked about this wondrous event, Mr. Harrison simply said, "The hand of God was on that plane." What an amazing story! Bravo, Darren Harrison, on keeping your cool, and kudos, Robert Morgan, on your excellent help. We pray the professional pilot regains his health soon. May people be inspired to always look for the loving presence of the Providence to help others in challenging times.
Swiss company doubles its vegan food production capability. To meet the growing demand for plant-based alternatives, Eat Planted is expanding its output line and facility in Kemptthal, Switzerland, after holding a successful funding round. With the aim of becoming Europe's biggest alt meat producer, the brand has increased its manufacturing capacity to more than 1 metric ton per hour, up from the previous 500 kilograms per hour. Eat Planted is convinced that biostructured proteins will outperform animal meat in the near future in terms of taste, sustainability, health, efficiency, and price. The protein for its delectable vegan products, including planted kebab, planted chicken, and planted schnitzel, is sourced from peas, sunflowers, and oats. One interesting feature about the Kemptthal facility is that it is located in a glass house, making it the first transparent production site open to the public. We cheer your success, Eat Planted. May all companies soon realize the future is vegan in celestial wisdom.
California, USA, fire crew rescue bear person trapped on amusement park's property. After receiving a call reporting the bear person's predicament, the Los Angeles County Fire Department, aided by other agencies, came to the aid of the trapped animal person who was stuck between two trailers in the backlot of Six Flags Magic Mountain in Valencia. The firefighters were able to use equipment to move one of the trailers, allowing rescuers to reach the bear person, who was then sedated and relocated to the wild. The mission took several hours to complete. Good job, all involved, for assisting this gentle being. In heaven's benevolence, may humans always be ready to go the extra mile to help our animal people co-inhabitants in need.